Okay, so number 8, it says we've got this conical water tank. All right, and they tell us that it's 24 feet tall. Okay, and it's got a radius of 10 feet. And it tells us that water flows into the tank at a rate of 20 cubic feet per minute. So I'm going to say dV/dt then, right? Because that's the volume. So the volume is increasing by 20 cubic feet per minute. All right, and then I'm going to show that this is going to be the height of the water, and then this is going to be the radius of the water. And I'm going to label them H and R because it's always changing. So they want us to figure out how fast the depth, or in this case, the height, right? So how fast is the height changing, dH/dt? We don't know what that is. They want us to figure that out when the water height is 16 feet. So in order to do this, we're actually going to want to figure out what the radius also is and what our dr/dt is. And this could be solved pretty easily because whenever you have cones, you have similar triangles going on. So like the most general one is like you've got your radius and you've got your height. And then they tell you that like in general, it's got a 10:24 ratio. And so we want to figure out what about the time when it's 16 feet here, what is the radius? So we could actually just set up an equation, 24 over 10. So that's height over radius is height over radius, and then cross multiply and solve from here. So we get 160 is equal to 24r, then divide both sides by 24. Let's see. So we get radius is 160 over 24, which can simplify. Both are divisible by 4, so that's 40 divisible by 4, so that's 4, right? 6. Okay, and then that's 20 over 3. Okay, so that tells us that the radius should be 20 over 3. Okay, I'm gonna erase that stuff, but anyways, now you can kind of see that we can write that general equation, radius over height or height over radius is just going to be that ratio. What did we say? Well, let's just use the numbers 24 over 10, 10 over 24, or just 5 over 12. Okay, so I'm going to use that one. Okay, so from here, the reason I want to use this is because I want to get dr/dt and dH/dt. So let's just cross multiply. And so now I can see that 12 dr/dt is equal to 5 dH/dt. And from here, let's see, we can divide both sides by 12. So now I know that my dr/dt is just going to be 5 over 12 dH/dt. So I could actually just use that instead of dr/dt. So, whoops. Okay. So, let's see. Well, actually, here. Okay. Erase this too. Okay, so now that we have that, let's write our formula. So we know that volume is just 1/3 pi r squared height. So dV/dt is equal to 1/3 pi. Ignoring that, so now do product rules with 2r dr/dt times h plus r squared dH/dt. Okay. So now we can plug in all the information that we know. So when we know dV/dt, that's 20. We got 1/3 pi, 2. So notice that if we didn't solve for r, we wouldn't have anything to put here. But we know what it is now, so 20 over 3. That's 2r dr/dt. So notice again, we wouldn't have anything to put. But now we can put 5 over 12 dH/dt. And then times our height, which is 16. plus our radius squared. So our radius is 20 over 3, so 20 over 3 squared. And we don't have anything for DHGT, which it's what we're trying to solve, so it's all good. All right, so from here, all we're doing now is just solving for DHGT, so it's just algebra. So 20 is equal to, let me write just pi over 3. Let's see, so we got, I'm going to simplify this. So 2 times 20 times 5 times 16 all over 3 times 12. So I'm actually going to simplify these numbers. So we'll get 2 times 20 times 5 times, so divide by 4 is 4. 3 times divide by 4 is 3. So I think that's all we can simplify. So now we have 2 times 20, that's 40, so 40 times 20. I got the 20 from 5 times 4, so that's 800 over 9. And then we just got DHGT plus, and you could also just do this with your calculator, I just don't have one. So 20 squared, that's 400 over 9 DHGT, and these guys, since they have the same, denominator, we could actually combine them. So that's 1200. 1200 DHGT over 9 pi over 3. And I could actually simplify this more. So let's do 1200 divided by 9 first. So they're both divisible by 3. So 1200 divided by 3, 400 over 3. And then actually, let me erase that. 400 over 3. And so I really have 20 is equal to 400 pi over 9 DHGT. Okay, and just to get our DHGT by itself, we're going to multiply both sides by 9 over 400 pi. 9's cancel, oops, 400 pi's cancel. Alright, so we have 1800 over 400, wait, not 1800, 180, right? 9 times 2 is 18, okay, yeah. Okay, that's your DHGT. And let's see, that can cancel out. So we got 18 over 40, so that can simplify to 9 over 20. 9 over 20 pi. Okay, that's our answer. Okay.